Yo, this shit OP.
Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your host, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. Hey. This is season 2, episode number 3. Keeping it pushing. So as always, I want to give a shout out and thanks to our viewers and our supporters and our donators for Mile High News and Unity Community. We want to thank y'all as usual. You know, we're going to keep on pushing with this, and we've got some stuff coming up, and a lot of this COVID stuff has been messing up a lot of our plans and what we're trying to do. I'm trying to get in this race war movie, have a movie and discussion with that. So I'm really working on that right now. Looks like it's going to come through. We want to have some free food for you guys, and going to have some drinks. You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep you posted on that, but that's what I'm really trying to do now. And of course, you know, we've got Unity Community. For those who don't know, we are building 35 acres and turning it into the next Black Wall Street. That is a definite goal of ours. You know, it's going to be small for now, but you know, with the right, you know, resources and all the people we've got helping us, send a shout out to everybody who's helping us with that. You know, we're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? But we're not changing pace. We're not changing what we're doing, and maybe that's why it's so damn hard. But you know what I'm saying? That's the course that we're going to stay. Just tonight, I want to talk about. You know me, I like to, you know, look up different words, and when I hear a word, I make sure I research it just to, you know, figure out the real meaning of it and stuff. And I was looking up the word endure, and that means to suffer something painful or difficult, and patiently you suffer something. And to remain in existence and to last. You know, and you know, we as a people, we have been enduring, you know, everything. You know, we've endured the slavery, we've endured the redlining, the civil rights movement, the apartheid. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's pretty much like we want to just be, like we just want to exist. You know, and we have to get out of that mindset of just wanting to exist. We need to really take this magical melanin that we got, you know, and really put it to use. You know what I'm saying? If you can go through your life and get something achieved and accomplished for our people, do it. You know? I feel like if you're not trying to help your people and a furtherment, because so many others have, you know, and a lot of them have not been successful, but at least they tried, you know, and that's what I put on myself, and that's what I say. You know, if I leave this world, at least I've tried to do something to help my people, you know. And I feel that you're really nothing, you know, in this life. You're really nothing and no kind of existence if you don't do anything to help people that look like you, you know. So that's what I'm really trying to do for this, and we all need to think about that. We all need to think about, I was looking up another word, and that word is prosper, you know, and that prosper means to succeed in material terms and being financially successful. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, oh, that fiat money and all the money's not going to exist or something. Until it doesn't, we need it as a people. You know? And then whatever else there is, whether it be Bitcoin or whatever, and that, get into that too, family, because I'm learning a lot of stuff about that. But whether it be that, we need to be successful and prosper in that. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to do anything to help out our people to get us to the next level, because you know with your boy Joe Biden, you know,
Jim Crow Joe.
yeah, he's about to let another 400,000 or 500,000 of these people in, you know.
What?
And whose jobs do you think that they're taking? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be taking our jobs.
But that's fear-mongering shit.
That's right, and that's what Dr. Claude Anderson says, that, you know, we were already the second-class people. When other people come in here, you know, that's going to turn us in third-class citizens, you know? And third-class citizens are, you know, pretty much what you see on the streets.
Innocence.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we really need to think about that and build for ourselves, so nobody can come in and take it. You know? So, definitely next up we got our Sister Melly Queen. So, Sister Melly Queen.
Thank you, Brother Noble. How you all doing today? Welcome to Mile High News, Episode 3, Season 2. How y'all doing today? I want to say salute to all our political prisoners and our families behind the wall. Like I always say, family, reach out and do what you can. It's not going to be easy. We have to find a way, though, to reach out and help these brothers and sisters that need our help. Salute to all black media platforms, our sisters and brothers that continue to bring us the truth and power and keep us abreast of what's going on out here. I want to say salute to all our families that are out here creating African-centered educational facilities and schools and academies for our babies. We got to break this educational curse, break that chain of oppression for our children. Build spaces where they are comfortable, where they know where they are loved, where they know who they are, they're learning their culture, being with their people, and not being raised broken, because their brokenness is hard to fix and it's hard to come back from. Salute always to Brother Noble, Sister Mo, and our family up in Colorado, Brother Eric, Sister Bianca, Brother Paris LaShawn, Sister Brandy, General Sekou. I mean, all of you all are doing the work up there. General D, Brother Moray, he's moved to Africa. Brother Tassimi, I mean, all of y'all are doing great work. Keep doing it. Keep your head up. Family. Do not be discouraged. I'm telling you, I already know how it is. Sometimes I feel it. I feel that hopelessness and that despair sometimes. But we cannot let that override us. I'm working hard every day trying to deal with emotions and feelings and things that are coming up that I never even thought I had inside of me. So don't think I don't understand that change is painful. Change is uncomfortable. Hell, change is something you fight against, because shit is comfortable being where you are. You don't want to mess up the flow of the things that you got going on because you think everything all right. But change is growth. Change is living. And we got to start changing these narratives. There's too much stuff going on. I don't know if y'all see it. Close your eyes. Still blind to the fact. You can't be blind to the fact because it's too blatant. They say it, they do it, they preach it, they live it. They execute it every day. So you can't tell me you don't see it. Open up your eyes, baby. Stop being afraid of what's to come. They waiting on us. And that fear gonna keep you trapped. We got work to do. I love you all. I want to see you on the other side, because I'm going to keep pushing. I ain't going to let it be me on no counter turn. We got to get on code and stay on code. And I'm willing to put in the work, because I already know it ain't going to be easy. And it's time out for that crying, complaining, and finger pointing. Question is, what you going to do and what's your next move? Like I said, go back to eating right. Reach back to your ancestors, your ancestral ways. Remember who you are. Once you remember who you are, you're going to be all right. Y'all all upset and in a panic. Man, this been our life. Stop acting like you afraid of it. You were built for it. Now it's time to take it on home. I love you all. All power to the people. Black power.
That's right. Thank you, Sister Mother Queen. We gotta build with our people, and if certain people don't want to be a part of it and do it, oh well. Let's not wait for them. Let's leave them behind. They'll catch up later, and if not, oh well. So definitely, next up we got our brother, West Coast correspondent, our brother Shabaka.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Yeah, this is Shabaka Sankori, coming to you from Vallejo, California. I'm here in Vallejo, California here, as the sun is setting here this afternoon. And what you're looking at right there is a place called Mare Island right there. And during World War II, they had built a lot of the ships here with Rosie the Riveter, where a lot of women or going to work with, I believe, what they had called the war effort in 1942 to 1943 to 1944 and what have you. And you had them in New York, you had them in Southern California as well, too. And this is here waterways leading into San Francisco Bay right over there, which is only like about 40 miles away. But this is where they used to build a lot of the ships during World War II. And on the other side of the water right there, they got a couple of museums and what have you. So also, too, as you know, there was a lot of discrimination against our people during that time in history. And this is why, we had so many of our people moving out here to the West, for these jobs, with a Western migration from the South and the East Coast, plus a lot of people were drafted, during the Second World War, and a lot of our people, put in work in World War II as well, too. And then, of course, how the soldiers got treated, when they got back to the U.S. But from what I understand, over in that direction over there, there's a place up there that's called Port Chicago. And from what I understand about Port Chicago, is that a lot of brothers had died in an explosion where they were storing ammunition and explosive devices for World War II. And then there was a lot of our people, who were moving out here being assigned up there simply because it was hazardous duty. You see, so we had a lot of brothers got killed, in that as well, too. It was a real tragedy. But the thing is, Black family, moving into 2021, which we're going to be talking about on our next podcast, December 8th, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain, is that we got to have some type of innovation and some type of plan of what we're going to do as a people for the next year to come and a year after that, is because it's quite evident, when you look at these political machinations that's going on, neither one of these damn major parties have our interest at heart. So therefore, people, it's up to us, once again, to take care of us. So therefore, what we should be implementing right now is methods of our economical stability, defense mechanisms of what have you, because of the madness that's going across the USA, in regard to this bullshit ass presidential election, that they just had. But most definitely check out Mile High News. Hit the like page that we have at Mile High News, in which we are the West Coast correspondent. Definitely go to the like page of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, to get updates of our upcoming podcast. And also, too, we're posting a lot of our previous shows and a lot of our long-term shows that we did when we first started there on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. So definitely check us out and leave us a comment. And also, too, you can Google us and follow us on Twitter as well, too. And our Twitter handle is Shabaka, capital EXP. Thank you so very much.
That's right, Brother Shabaka. So next up, we got our brother speaking on Tangibles 2021, Denver City Council, CCH, and the Home Unhoused Neighbors Sweeps. So Brother Che's in the building.
Yes, thank you, family. Good to be back with the family in a new season of the Mile High News. And we are still pushing our demands and our beyond requests, our demands for $100 trillion for past, present, and future atrocities that racism, white supremacy, especially in America, has put us in. And we are steadfast on getting our tangibles. So I want to start off with the tangibles. This is Tangibles 2021, not just Tangibles 2020. It's a whole decade plus. Like I said, this is a generational fight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Rest in power to Nipsey Hussle. So I'm still waiting for these Biden supporters to tell me and to tell us what tangibles we're getting from a Biden administration. We told these Negroes for months on end we were not going to get nothing from Jim Crow Biden and Kamala Harris. But they kept telling us we have to vote for the lesser of two evil. We got to vote for Jim Crow Biden. So now you Biden supporters is seeing you're not even surprised, you're disappointed that the Democrats aren't going to do anything specifically for you. But they got all the time, money, and resources to do for all these other groups. So yeah, the malign neglect continues in the 21st century. They keep lumping us into broad, ambiguous terms such as people of color, minorities, disadvantaged, disenfranchised, and the list goes on. There's more categories that politically they categorize us as, so we are not reaping any of the benefit for our vote. So we're just giving our vote away. Is it still live? Oh, the mic cut.
The whole thing turned off.
Oh, my mic's still on. So I'm still waiting on you Biden Jim Crow supporters to let me know what we are going to get from a Biden administration. It's been almost 4 weeks, and there has not been any executive orders passed our way. And y'all still is keeping hope alive. Hope and change that you can believe in. No, you got to be that hope and change that you supposedly believe in. But y'all are looking really stupid right now. And I'm loving it because we told you. We told you here on Mile High News. We done told you. And y'all refused to listen. So now you're reaping your harvest, which ain't shit because they ain't giving you shit. So any of these politicians that are wanting our vote, they're going to have to do something stiffly for us. Or we're not going to no longer participate in this rigged, illegal, illegitimate system of which American politics is. So we are the foundation of this country. We built this country. So if they need to do for anybody, it needs to be us. There needs to be a Marshall Plan put in for foundation of Black Americans, American descendants of slavery. Oh, yeah, I'm rocking the flag, too. Shout out to Tariq. FBA. We got our flag too. So, with that being said, I'm going to continue to demand our tangibles for as long as it takes. And it's either you get on board, get on code, or you're just going to get rolled over. Because we're done trying to educate you on what it is. If you don't know what it is by now, you just ain't never going to know. But the next thing I want to talk about was Denver City Council. So Denver City Council just passed group rezoning here at the state charter level to make it legal for up to 5 individuals living in the same household, where previous it was only 2 unrelated individuals that were allowed to live in a single dwelling home. So we're told that as a plus. The mayor could still veto it, but as terms of trying to alleviate our unhoused neighbor problem out here, it's a good start. And I lived in one of those collective houses for 5 years, and they put me out because I was too black, too radical. And this is supposed to be a radical collective house. It's called Post Pony Palace. It's on 38th and Josephine. We ain't forgot. We owed for that too. But they passed the rezoning. The only ones that didn't vote in favor of it was Amanda Sawyer, we call her Purple Rain, and Kevin Flynn. He's straight police. He said, in the Denver Charter, it says you have to have a police force. So he already let us know where he stood. And as far as people that called in, there was a bunch of racist white supremacists that called in. They were scared to show their face on the Zoom for the Denver City Council. So since June 22nd, we took over the chambers, there has not been public meetings. It's been all online on Zoom. So before I run out of time, tomorrow is the Unhoused Neighbor Sweep on 21st in Stout, 22nd in Stout, and on Thursday, everywhere from Champa on down is getting swept. So we putting the word out. It's going to be a massive sweep tomorrow. Fortunately, y'all not going to see this until after the fact. But I'm going to plan to be out there getting live on the ground, boots on the ground footage of what's happening. Our people mainly. It's mainly our people that's out there on them streets. And their whole life's possessions getting thrown away like trash, and CCH is about to pay for what they put me and Bay do. We got this mug on sexual harassment and a whole bunch of other stuff. We got a residence council meeting tomorrow, so we're gonna try to get this in order. Got to start at the macro to get to the macro. So we're doing it right here on the ground, boots on the ground. Staying ready for the revolution every day, all the time. Thank you.
That's right, Brother Che. So, yeah, we got to stick to these tangibles, family. We got to get something. You know what I'm saying? For all of our hard work and stuff, and who we are, what we have endured. Like the word that I brought up earlier. You know what I'm saying? We deserve something for that. And, we are an exceptional people. We are a special people. And we deserve everything that's coming to us. And everybody talks about how we're going to go spend it up and, give it right back to the white man. So what? What about them people who ain't? That's why we need it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a whole lot of people who don't. Who's going to be ready for the revolution. So speaking of that, we got our brother Sekou in Sekou's Corner. Brother Sekou!
All right. I'm in Hotep. What's going on? And, Well, here we go again. We are at war for our independence. In order for us to break out of our dilemma, we must separate ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually from our oppressor of hundreds of years. Now, this war of independence that we're declaring is nothing new. The idea of separation is nothing new, and for those who don't know it, first of all, we ain't never been together in this country, on this hemisphere, in this world. Never. We are the most hated people on the planet by everybody, and yet we're the ones that they imitate the most and steal our ideas, steal our money, play us into corners where we're fighting amongst ourselves over insignificant things like tribal stuff. centered around symbolic colors like red, like blue, like white, like purple, like green, all of that. All of that. So part of this war of independence is that we must separate ourselves from our enemies, whether it be code of conduct, whether it be physical location, and whether it be spiritually. Now, there's a lot of folks who got this idea that we are, by nature, a spiritual people. Okay? And of course, spirit is nothing but another word, a synonym for idea. An idea you can't see, feel, touch, or hear. It's beyond your imagination, and it exists, and ain't nothing like an idea whose time has come. Can't stop that. And so it requires that we organize ourselves in a way that will produce the desired results of us being independent, self-sustaining, and have the ability to do for ourselves. Now, we've got all of that in place. There is nothing stopping us from being independent and self-sustaining but us. That's it. We are the problem and we are our solution. And it starts with us, it ends with us. And just because there are people who are in alignment with some of the things that we are against, that doesn't mean they're for what we're for. See, we are for our total liberation and unity, period. And we have no permanent friends. We have no permanent enemies. We have permanent interests. And I'll tell you flat out, I will work for the liberation of my people and cut a deal with the devil for us to be free. Now, he probably ain't going to appreciate that. You lying to me. Well, it ain't no crime to lie to a liar. You know what I'm saying? So we can work it out. We can work it out. But I know at the end, when it comes down to the victory, I know it ain't going to be over, Jack. I am not willing to coexist with my enemy. I am not. I'm not. It's got to go. Otherwise, it's always going to be in the way to throw a monkey wrench into the game. See, so ain't no sense in playing around with it. But our primary enemy is the racist capitalist system. Period. We got to keep our eyes on the prize now. We must move to overthrow our enemy, and that includes all of its institutions, all of its players, and all of the things that keep us in the position of subservience. So in this, there has always been a blueprint for this revolutionary change that our people have developed over time. All right? And there was a set of books that was written by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who was the first president of an independent nation in Africa, 1957, called Ghana. Okay? And his vision he received from Marcus Garvey, he was seeking to create a union of African nation states under one government for the whole continent, who had one primary purpose, and that was to organize the internal resources of Africa for the liberation and unity of black folks all over the world to protect their interests. Kind of like the way China does Chinese people. Okay? You Chinese and you in Africa, you can pretty much get away with murder because you got the Chinese government that's going to be backing its crew that it sends to Africa to build the roads that we should be building for ourselves. See, there's a bad trade deal here. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to help me, but then you're going to bring in your own crew to take over our ports, all right, which is our means of transportation worldwide on the ocean, and you lock all that down and you want to own that, and then you want to come and bring military bases, and you want to export all of your contradictions, all them folks in China, bringing them somewhere else because you can't afford to feed them and take care of them, and then use our resources for the internal development of China primarily. I don't need that kind of help, Jack. You can keep all of that. You know what I'm saying? Pack up all your shit and get the fuck out of my house. Because we put the crackers out, what makes you think you can't go either? See? So, he wrote this book called Revolutionary Warfare that outlines the whole strategy, including all of the major players in the game that moved to coup d'etat him when he was on his way in 1966 to China to get from Mao Zedong the technology to back up the claim on the atomic bomb. Imagine Africa with U-235 uranium not being a nuclear power that can protect us from any kind of tricks and trades that anybody else want to bring to us. See, now you're talking power. Now you're talking land. Now you're talking resources. Now you're talking tangibles. All right? You ain't got no 235 that you can get access to on the Western Hemisphere. America ain't letting you have none of that. And yet it's got the bomb. But you ain't got one. So the first thing you look at is what you ain't got. But then you got 235 sitting in Africa, the richest uranium in the world. You got gold, you got diamonds, you got uranium, you got oil, and then you're going to sit over here and you want to fight for food stamps? You want to fight for Section 8? I'm talking about for real. You want to fight not to get swept? You know what I'm saying? The fight is for land and power. And once you seize power in this country, you get it all. You get the land, you get the power, you get the institutions. You are now in charge of your destiny. And we're already in the military, so we're trained. But we got folks that are trained in the military who will shoot their own people before they shoot the enemy. See? And so those are the kind of things that we got to work out for real. Because just because you my skin folk don't make you my kin folks in struggle, Jack. And so there's a purge that we got to go internally and begin to identify folks for their primary interests. The Democratic Party has never been a friend of the masses of our people, ever. Not ever. And these coons sell out, and I could go all the way down the list of two-legged land rats that are known, are no more than what preceded them. They're not new. We've always had that internal mechanism that was always in the way to block our progress because they don't want power. They just want to be advisors and have influence over the king. See, so they in bed with that. You know what I'm saying? They're in bed with that. And their first story, if you want to identify them, they always put money before the people. Always. And money ain't going to save you on your last breath, Jack. I don't care how much money you got. When it's over, and you can't buy another second, Jack. It's done. So you got to get your priorities straight. And that don't mean we don't need no money. But we are our currency. And in a minute, it's going to be cashless, so what you going to do now? See, everything going to be on digital display. And then where do you go to get a refund for your money when there ain't no more banks and there ain't no more money? What you going to do now? See, you going to cry? You going to take it to Jesus? You know what I'm saying? You're going to pass the plate? You think the preacher's going to give it back? You know what I'm saying?
This ain't word, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You got to help me now. Help me. So I'm going to close with this. And I need you to help me, Brother Tony, with this closing. Only you can prevent forest fires. Burn, baby, burn.
We've been burning for years.
Yeah. Centuries.
And even Martin Luther King said he feels like he integrated his people into a burning house. We've been in that house stuck for a minute.
Now,
Let's come on out, fam. Let's come on out the house.
come on out the burning house, fool. You know what I'm saying? If the fire don't get you, the smoke will. All right? The smoke will. So don't stand up, get down on your knees and snort some fresh air and then crawl your ass up out of there. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going in the burning building to come get you. No, we might as well just call it a
Not
whole...
when we told you don't go in the building in the first place.
Hey, we might as well call it community barbecue. And that's all I've got to see.
All right. So definitely, fam. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, share. All our people on YouTube, make sure that you push that like button and the subscribe button. You know, so we can reach more people in what we're doing. You know, because even though we're a small little radio station, like the white lady said, that they was all laughing at us because they ain't heard of my Brother Testament stuff. Even though we're small, ain't nobody doing what we doing. From your big shot, big names to the little small name, ain't nobody doing what we doing, family.
That's right.
We are actually building a black community to where we can have economic independence and, you know what I'm saying, just live
Now,
and have something to ourselves and to our own. And if you're not trying to do that, then oh well, but you really don't have a right to complain then, you know? We need our black media, of course, but we need our black media to have a foundation. You know, and that foundation will be the communities that we build or hopefully somebody else build. There is a few other people doing it, you know. But a lot of these people I see on here, you got all these power, you have all this influence, you have all this reach, but you're not doing nothing, man. Do something with that. You know, shouts out to Young Pharaoh. I seen he's building the Autumn Nation. That's where we need to shift our focus at instead of, making fun of our people and do it. Let's build something for our people. And then if you don't come, then we'll make fun of your ass.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go.
We're going to try to bring the Queen's Corner in next week, so stay tuned next week. If not, we'll still be back. We'll probably do a live or something. We'll see. It goes by we're going by the sisters and their schedules. So we love y'all, fam. We only want the best for us. Y'all should too. Peace, love, and black empowerment. See you next week.
Ready for the revolution?
Every day on time.
Yeah.